Welcome to Power Play. I'm Rick Budd, your game master, and with me as always is all these cool people. B Zelda as Ulez Galley, and Omar Najam as Vian Vigor, and Caitlin Bruder as Benny Beckett, and Sam Delev as Dr. Caden Dialdo, or tonight, now Kadrax, putting their real name up there for the world to see.
Help.
Um, hi everyone. So first I'm going to throw out a special thanks to Jake, Kyle, and everyone at QueueTimes for doing the 8 billion things they do to keep this show going. Y'all don't know how much Jake does, and we thank you, Jake. And your subs and your bits help support QueueTimes, and your donations to the tip jar that you see there, those go to the people you see here on the screen. That is kind of our Feed the Cast fund. And to that end, we have got some rewards for you as usual, and they work the same way they always do. At $50, the team gets a point of community determination. And right now, if I'm not mistaken, they have none. So, and in fact, I think at least 2 team members have no determination at all. So determination's going at a premium right now. If we get to $150, the mysterious benefactor. In universe, our team has a mysterious benefactor who sends them useful gifts. Out of game, we all know that is you, the chat. And so far, you have given the team a suit of leather armor that is +1 resistance, 3 smoke bombs, a gas-powered grappling hook, a metal baton, a rebreather, and night vision goggles. And tonight, if we get to $150, you provide the team with a level 6 tracer. So, like a spider tracer, you can attach this to a car or person or whatever, and track them. And it's level 6, so it works for about a few miles. And I'm going to make the materials scale apply as well under certain circumstances. So there are some materials it won't transmit through, but otherwise, it's fairly useful. And then if we get to $250, the after credits lore drop, as usual, and that's one of my favorite parts of the show now. So you can always see these tiers in chat with the command unlocks. Sorry. And if you can't help us out like that, you can always help us out by liking and commenting on our YouTube videos or sharing our tweets and help promoting the show. We really appreciate all that too. And we've been loving live tweets and the fan art that we've been seeing. It's honestly, that stuff powers us. So thank you to everybody who's been doing that. And as a small token of our appreciation, we reached out to our friends at Dark Horse Comics again. And where are my notes? There we go. Sorry, I had those in the wrong order. And Power Play, as you know, is a small indie operation run out of QueueTimes. That depends on your generosity, but we have our partner in the form of Dark Horse, who has been giving us these cool prizes to give away to you. And our friend Kara O'Neill tonight, once again, has provided 2 levels of prizes. The way this works tonight is the second prize. It's the same second prize it was last week. The digital bundle that includes Hellboy, the complete short stories, volume 1 and 2 by Mike Mignola. You all probably know Hellboy from the movies. I don't want to sound like one of those snotty comics people, but the comics are better. It's like, it's this auteur thing, and you got to see Mike Mignola do it. The grand prize tonight is Black Hammer Justice League by Jeff Lemire. And Lemire? I should have looked that up. I think it's Lemire. And Black Hammer Justice League is, it's just like what it sounds like. Every once in a while, 2 comic book companies let their superheroes or superhero teams meet. And this one is very cool. And the reason why I asked for more Black Hammer is because I don't know if y'all saw, but right after we gave away Black Hammer last week, they announced this Black Hammer Visions line, which is going to start soon. And I saw the first one's being written by Pat Oswald. So I was sort of like, wow, that was a good time to get onto Black Hammer.
And so Icon sold out as soon as we started this game. Black Hammer announced a new Visions line after we started doing giveaways.
Yes, I think there's a direct causal relationship there, and I don't think anybody should do any research or probe any further into that.
Absolutely not. We'll take this as irrefutable based on our statistically insignificant evidence.
And the grand prize, the Black Hammer Justice League, is a hard copy, which is what Dark Horse will send to you directly. And the secondary prize, the Hellboy short stories, is a digital bundle. And you can see those prizes with the command giveaway in chat. And the way it works is there's no cost to get into the giveaway. You just have to type command raffle to get a ticket, and then be around when we draw the winners. And the way it works is we're going to draw the second prize right before we go to break, and we're going to draw right after we come back from break. Excuse me. We're going to draw the second prize right after we come back from break, and we're going to draw the grand prize at the end of the show during the closing announcements. And that's it. So just, command raffle now and you're in. And yeah, that's the giveaway. The game we play here is called Icons, as Sam alluded to. It's published by Ad Infinitum. It was created by Steve Kenson. You can check him out on Twitter at @Kenson. And the book edition is published by Green Ronin, although it is mysteriously sold out very recently, within the last, 7 weeks or so. Anyway, that's kind of it. Please follow the show at PowerPlay RPG on Twitter and Instagram. We got a room at the QueueTimes Discord where you can throw questions and stuff at us. And that's the announcements. Time for PowerPlay. And we're back. I guess we got a lot to do tonight, so let's just get to it. Previously on PowerPlay. After a strange object in the back of the truck he was driving was struck with bullets, a low-level organized crime henchman named Curtis Haber was consumed with a strange energy and gained the ability to mimic or absorb in some way the superpowers of others. In a meeting with cluster operatives Harmon and Billy Keeler, Vian here learned that the strange object in the back of the truck resembled a large silver refrigerator or something like that, and it contained the unconscious body of Ulez Gali, who was unceremoniously disposed of in a dumpster. The meeting turned violent, and the team, along with their captive landlord Sandy Karpa, were lucky to survive because they were surprisingly assisted by Curtis Haber, who hit Billy Keeler with the truck. And Haber then offered everyone on the team, except Vian, the chance to join him in his quest to dethrone the crime lord Mickey Bomberg and take over Baronsdale himself. Ulez and Benny rejected this offer, but Caden, very surprisingly played by Sam I Make the Bad Choice to Lev, feigned acceptance and disappeared with Haber.
In my defense, I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, good.
Yeah, no, I also do not. After seeing his brother apparently killed, Harmon Keeler struck a tentative alliance with Vian, and told him that the mysterious refrigerator was now at a secret mad science lab belonging to the cluster and run by a person known only as Eklund. At the same time, in a sewer tunnel deep underground, Caden checked to see if their phone was still transmitting to the team, and then followed Curtis Haber into the darkness. And that is where we pick up. What was that?
I was just jotting down notes.
No,
I
sorry.
was just getting the nervous laughter out of my system before my inevitable demise.
My computer, of course, took this moment to load up some warning about something, so no, I'm good.
I'm sure we don't need any warnings. I'm sure everything is fine right now.
So, and Ulez and Benny, you were standing on the street corner at Factory Park by where your meeting space was. It was night. Ulez was badly damaged during the fight at the factory, the Keyline Aeronautics factory, and you had seen Caden disappear into the street with Mickey Bomberg, and then you went and talked to Harmon Keeler. What do you think the three of you did at that point? Did you, I mean, I guess, pick up from there in a sense. You're standing on the street corner.
Okay. Lots of process, but quick question, important question. Benny, you need to eat?
Yeah, probably.
All right, maybe we should get some food and just
Let's
kind of mull over what just happened.
Mm-hmm.
I will accompany you.
All right, Ulez.
So let's say you get on the subway and 20 minutes later you're at some all-night diner in, let's say Yard Hill. It's a sort of between where the two of you live.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get a coffee and then you know what? Do you happen to have any teas by any chance?
We have tea.
Like an herbal tea?
I'll check.
Oh, okay.
And the waiter heads back into the back room to see what kind of tea they have.
Benny pulls up the menu for Ulez and will point out all of the things that are vegetables
Oh, thank you.
that will be green and plant,
I would love to observe them.
which I'm sure there's not much, but maybe there's like an omelet option that's got some like chives.
Only green thing.
Mm-hmm.
If it's like a diner, if it's like we're getting breakfast at 2 a.m, like I'm sure that's one of the only like they've got like potatoes. I don't know. Find something that Ulez might find interesting, and then Benny's gonna order just like a big heavy breakfast meal in the middle of the night.
Oh, I respect that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I don't know. I suppose we should talk some stuff out, I guess.
Is the phone still going? Are we aware of that? Like that was pointed out the last time. I don't think we addressed it afterwards because
I will
Sam's
say-
team ended the episode.
I've blanked on it because
Okay.
I didn't just in game I didn't
Cool. Excellent. So if we haven't addressed it yet,
Yeah.
perfect.
Well, first things first, Benny, good job back there. That was really impressive. You were literally on fire.
I was. That's kind of what I did do. It took me a long time to get it to just figure out the hands.
Well,
They
heck, that
peeled
was
back
great.
metal on a fence. I was very impressed.
Oh, we did that too. Yeah, that's how we got in.
Oh wow, that's great. Well, that's very useful. That's cool. It doesn't hurt you at all, or
Mm-mm.
great. Well, that's real good. If you ever decide to become like a pizza chef or something, you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, great.
Uh.
Benny takes a second where it's like, I hadn't actually thought of that. And then it's like, wait, that's not what we're talking about.
And Ulez, it sounds like we kind of uncovered a little bit of the missing information that that's there.
I believe that those individuals may have found my original ship.
Yeah,
And they discarded me and kept my ship.
that ain't right.
No. Thank you for your understanding.
Yeah, I'm sorry that happened. That's incredibly rude.
I was simply powered down.
Is there do you have I guess you don't know a lot from before, but like a key or like anything
I don't think
that, yeah, didn't think so either.
I believe I would.
I am damaged. There are parts of me that I'm yet to examine. When I can remove parts of my casing, I can look for a key.
Or something that what's the word I'm looking for? Contact makes contact with your interfaces. That's the one. Interfaces with your ship.
Yes. I have been out of contact with it for a very long time, and I do worry that that part of my processing unit was corrupt.
Now, and Ulez, are you hurt, or is it? I don't exactly quite understand. I just want to make sure. Are you physically experiencing any pain right now, or is it something that we can?
Great discomfort.
Oh no!
Boy.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not good. Can we help you at all? Is there some way that you can repair yourself or heal, or?
I could siphon energy from one being to myself.
Oh, okay.
You can recover stamina that way, but you cannot actually fix the damage to yourself that way.
Yeah. Until I can.
To be crystal clear.
Well, I think to that, Benny would be like, well, I mean, like, I'm okay. I don't think I got hit at all.
Okay.
You need, like, I don't know how this works. She, like, holds out her hands and then, like, puts them back down. She's like, I don't know how that would work.
How
You
about
si-
you, Vian?
Yeah. Well, I don't. You siphon life energy. Is that it?
Correct. It is a new bug or feature of my interface. I am recently discovering its uses, and I would like to express my minor fear towards this new discovery because I cannot understand why my people would instill this as a skill.
Right. Yeah. No, I got a question, and if you want to try, please feel free. I think that when it comes to life force, I might complicate that situation a little bit. I'm not exactly sure what qualifies, and if I fall into that exact bracket. We can give it a go. Is it gonna draw a lot of attention, or?
Oh yes.
Oh,
This is not something we can do
okay, then maybe
discreetly.
we shouldn't. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe later.
Maybe- but also, one thing I just want to float out and tell me if this is kind of, coming out of left field here, Benny, but when you absorb life force, could it be from something like, and I look on the menu and there's like, even if it's like a cartoon drawing of like a carrot or something, like something like that, or does it have to be like a sentient, aware life form? Does that make sense?
I have not observed this.
Oh, well, maybe we should experiment with like maybe some like eating, in a way down the road.
I would love to perform tests. There would be many explosions. I would rather our other ally accompany us, but that would be brilliant.
Well, that's the thing is Doc kind of left us high and dry, which is I don't know. I'm having a little bit of a now. Ulez, you reassured us that the Doc had a plan. Is that right?
Correct. They did not leave us. They left us with the code word.
I don't know I don't know what that, like something that you both talked about, or
We were all present. Willow was our word that was to be utilized when our communication devices remained open.
oh, hold on. Okay, hold on. Wait.
Correct.
The Doc said, hold on. The Doc said Willow.
Correct. You were present for this. My memory confirms it.
Okay, I'm kicking myself. I'm over here being a private investigator. This is kind of my thing. And I completely did not pick up on that. Okay, I'm going to walk this one off. All right.
I think a lot was going on, just in general. So
You were both under an incredible amount of pressure.
I missed it as well. So we're gonna,
What's the Doc's? Okay, hold on. So the Doc said Willow. The Doc disappeared. Doc's got a plan, hopefully.
Where there is a Willow, there is a way. Correct.
Well, now I got it. Now when you say it like that, yeah, Ulez, I hear it. That's bright as day. I wonder And I would, at this point, like to check my phone.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you what. As you go check your phone, let's back up a bit. Kaden,
Oh god, now I'm back to nervous laughter. Okay. I thought it calmed down. It hasn't calmed down. Okay, yeah. Nope. Yep, I'm cool. Let's go.
when you and Curtis emerge from the sewer tunnel, there is a van there. You can see that a window's been smashed. It looks like he stole it. And he reaches in and he pulls out this kind of black, heavy, sack and like a bag, and he gives it to you, and he's like, "Yeah, put this over your head."
Are we going somewhere?
Yeah, we're going home.
I thought I had seen your home.
Oh, well, sadly, I had to ditch my literal home, but come on, just put the bag on. Let's go.
Very well. I comply.
And, he guides you into the van and closes the door, and he gets in, and it starts up, and it drives around for a while, and eventually it comes to a stop, and he gets out, and he opens the door, and he kind of, gets you out, and he leads you. As you walk, you feel kind of gravel beneath your feet, and he stops, and you hear him opening a lock, and he opens a door, and he brings you inside, and he closes the door behind you, and he pulls the bag off your head, and you are in a vacant house. It looks like nobody's been there for a while. There's no furniture. You can see immediately there's kind of dust everywhere. It's old looking, but looks like, just like he stole the car. It might have
He is a
just,
squatter.
yeah, he might have just, busted into a house. Reasonable guess. Welcome home. And he walks over to this little cardboard box on the ground, and he reaches into it, and he pulls out a bottle of beer, and he's like, "You want one?"
Yes. I will accept the beer.
And he tosses it to you. And as it flies through the air, as you catch it, this little pug comes running out of one of the other rooms, kind of barking and yapping and jumping at it, and sort of like jumping now at your legs. And
Oh.
he's like, "Down." Yeah.
You brought it with you. Hello. It's good to see you again.
That's Brick.
Hello, Brick. It's good to see you again.
And the dog kind of jumps at your knees and behaves pug-like.
I will be low, as I did before with the previous canine of my acquaintance. They seem to appreciate that.
Yeah, I love that little guy. His name's Brick, because how I rescued him. One day, I was sitting around waiting to do a job for Mickey. I saw this guy walking this dog, and he started pulling on the collar, and the dog was choking. So I got out of my car, and I picked up a brick, and I beat the crap out of him with it, and I took the dog. It was for the dog's own good, and probably for the guys, though I wasn't as worried about him.
Is this characteristic of your proportionate response?
My proportionate response. Is that Space Knight talk?
I don't think our communication would be linguistically commensurate if I used space talk.
And he kind of takes a swig off his beer, and he's, less than a week ago, I didn't even believe in aliens, much less that I would be having a beer with one of the Knights of the Blue from the Star Choir of Pixis.
I'm not a knight. I'm just a squire.
So, your other friends, Do they know you're here to conquer the planet?
I don't think they asked themselves why a warrior would be sent to this world. I don't know what they'd do if they knew.
Well, people don't think like that here. You were a long way from, what was it? Eridani 2? Is that, do I have that right?
Yes, that's where I was born until that system was destroyed. Then I moved to the home world. It's where I got my training.
Training to become a squire to the Knights of the Blue.
To Sonneval, in particular. Yes.
Sonneville. I think I would have liked it. Seems like, rough and tumble kind of guy.
He was a great warrior. I can see why his virtues might appeal to you.
And you were training to be a great warrior.
Yes. To help people. Yes, the Knights of the Blue came here to invade and to conquer, but you humans can't stop destroying your own planet. If you understood how rare, how precious worlds like these are, it needs to be protected from you. Can't understand the kind of mistake you're making.
I don't know. I wouldn't argue with you about a lot of that. These people cannot be trusted. But honestly, I think where you Knights of the Blue went wrong is that they can't be saved either. They just have to be ruled. And honestly, we are as good a candidates to do that as anybody. I mean, I'm not going to go nuts. Hey, I don't want to conquer the planet or anything like that. I just want Baronsdale. I just want what Mickey's got. And, well, maybe what the cluster's got, but one thing at a time.
Graduate ambitions. Yes, of course.
What do you want?
I want to find out what happened to them, to the Knights. You can give me Port Ruby. I can find the humans or whatever it was that managed to destroy warriors like those. And maybe with all of this technology that your Mickey and the cluster have, maybe there's some way to get home, to contact the Order.
Contact the Order. Huh. ET phone home, huh?
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, never mind. You wouldn't care. All right. Tell you what. Get some sleep. Well, I guess you don't get some sleep, do you? Well, I'm
It's
going to get some.
disconcerting having a human who knows.
I'll bet. But sometimes it's good to have the truth out whether you like it or not. And even if it's not, here we are. So I'm going to go to sleep for a while. And why don't you, I don't know, stand guard or something? And he gets up and he walks into one of the other rooms. And then a second later you hear, "Hey, Brick!" And the dog just kind of scurries and follows him off.
I finished the beer. It tastes foul. I like the apple juice better. Sonnevel used to like that.
You know what? Why don't we leave that there for a second? And you will say stand guard that night, and the night changes to day. And how did you three leave it last night? Did you all just go back to your abodes, or did you all go back to Vian's? What happened? Oh, I didn't tell you. Yeah. You checked your phone. That was what
Yeah.
started that. What we will say is when you go to check your phone, there is nothing there. Caden, on your side, your phone battery has died.
Okay.
And then the night changes today. Yeah.
Okay, before we hop over, just one quick question about that. Do we see like the length of? Do we see that the call like went on and continued?
Yes. I'll tell you what. It continued. Let's say for about. How long would you probably in that diner? Let's say about an hour and a half.
Okay.
Before it went off. Caden's battery was low or something, or you know, they have it set to use.
Okay, so we know that.
Performance mode, yeah.
So we know that Caden was reaching out and is like, is somehow gonna establish contact with us, or we're gonna figure out a plan. Okay, great. One last thing before we leave the diner, I just want to point just to quickly say, when the tea arrives, I would like to let Ulez know that this is from plants, and
I
that
would like
it's
to
like.
take this back with me.
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, I can. Yeah. We can also make some more later. Also, you know, coffee that Benny likes. That's
Beans.
Yeah.
I learned about that one.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. Well, you're pretty much up. You know, coffee. You know, tea. That's pretty much. And you saw salads. As far as this is concerned, you're pretty much up to snuff.
Categorized salads. It was impressive.
I spent some very good time doing that. Wow. Have I absorbed all I need to learn about this planet?
Well, you're pretty much on your way, as far as a lot of people would be concerned.
From there, let's crossfade to the next day. Benny, did you go with them or did you go home?
Oh, if she was invited, she probably would have gone with, but if not, she would have just gone home.
Yeah, after everything that occurred, Vian would definitely extend an invite.
Yeah, she probably then would go with.
All right. So early the next morning, Benny, you get a call. You can see it is Dino.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? You coming in today?
Yeah, I didn't think it was my time for my shift yet. My alarm hasn't gone off yet.
Well, tell you what. I got a better idea. Why don't you forget coming in today and let's work on the other project, you know, wink, nod, nod, you know, nudge, nudge, you know, figuring out the whole secret superpowers thing.
Yeah, okay, well, yeah, you said you went to great lengths to not say it, then you said it anyways. Okay.
I got an idea. You should take a DNA test and we should see if there's anything weird about your DNA, you know, that gives you superpowers.
Again, said it again.
Oh, yeah.
One,
you know.
yeah, I got it. We're good. Okay, one, who's gonna know how to test for superpower genes? Do you know anyone like that? Do you know? Because I don't.
Well,
I might actually. She doesn't say that though.
Do
you have a doctor on speed dial who's gonna test my DNA for?
I mean, not offhand, but maybe we just get like a general test done and see if it comes back with anything weird.
So you want to walk me into a hospital and say, "Hi, please do a general test on my friend"?
Oh no, I want you to walk yourself in.
Yeah, I figured. Okay. Well, I don't know where I don't. Wait, can you read medical results? I can't read a medical result and tell if anything's weird.
We can figure it out. I have Wikipedia.
Of course you do. All right. Well, I'll get back to you on that one. How about that?
All right, get back to me on that one.
All right.
And he hangs up.
All right. Well, I'm not going to work today, so cool. He said at the beginning of the call, no takebacks.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sure. Yeah.
Good job, Dino. He said, skip work, so I will.
Write that down to deal with another time.
Yeah.
You told me not to come in, so I'm not gonna.
Very literal of you. Okay. And yeah, and otherwise, the morning comes, and what are the three of you doing now?
I mean, you all wake up to a bit of a disaster. Like, so where did Benny sleep in this already small space?
Oh yeah, what are the accommodations here?
Just so you all know, I have a what's it called? Like a wood. It's not a crate, but like it's like
A chest?
you put a lot of stuff onto like this. Wow, I
Keep describing. We're
Okay.
gonna do this.
Yeah,
We got
words
this.
are hard.
Okay.
It's good. We'll get there.
So a forklift goes
Uh-huh.
and goes like and goes.
Oh, like a
picks up-
pallet?
Yes. So I've got a wood pallet bed frame in my bedroom with a
Cool.
mattress on top of that.
Okay.
Maybe like one or two plants like next to that. And then in the living room, there's a very comfortable fold-out couch.
Okay.
And then when we get back to my place, even though it's late, I'm like, Benny, do you want to you can totally take the bed if you'd like. I'll just I've got some clean sheets I can throw on. There's also the fold-out couch.
I don't want to kick you out of your own room. I can just sleep on the couch. That's fine.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
okay.
fine.
Okay, great. It's a very comfortable fold-out couch.
Okay.
Is your kitchen, right in front of your living room then?
I think-
yes.
so.
Cool.
With
Cool.
just like a little seating bar area that separates it.
Okay. I've started to dismantle myself
Oh,
over the better part of the night. Just I got some stuff to fix. I'm
On the
cracked.
counter. The counters are full of pieces of food.
It is
Hey.
organized though.
Yeah, yes.
You're starting to dismantle yourself. Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Make an intellect roll using your robotics, electronics, mechanics bonus.
Can do. I don't know if that's going to be wholly great, but 2 + 2 is 4 + 4 is 8.
I mean,
Hey.
honestly, if this year's told me anything, it's very easy to fall apart. Back together, separate issue. But you got this. Low DC.
Okay, 8. Ulez, while you are dismantling yourself, trying to do what repairs you can, and fixing the plastic is going to be difficult, or the material. And while you are doing that, you spot things that indicate to you that there have been some kind of modifications made to your systems. You can see things that shouldn't have been opened have been opened. Things, there are little, the wiring is no longer standard, so to speak. There have been little upgrades made and little changes, and you do not recognize any of it or have any memory of any of it happening. And you don't exactly know what any of it does, although with an 8, I guess I can say you draw the reasonable conclusion that this maybe has something to do with why your hand blasters are acting as an offensive weapon and siphoning, life out of things rather than transferring it to. But you don't really know what any of it does.
Ugh. There's a very deep perverse sense of violation that comes with all of that, especially with like the lack of being able to remember like who made these changes. These aren't wiring that I personally recognize. These aren't standard issue among us, like with my people. And like that modification there, I don't even know what that tool is. Is that a button? Is it a circuit? What happens if it doesn't go back in? I mean, I will put it back in, but I'm worried.
And that's about the extent. And I'll say is that for now, you are able to repair yourself enough so that you are no longer in really egregious pain.
Okay.
I'm going to give you the quality, the temporary quality of injured.
Okay.
Which,
Instead of cracked?
oh, did we already give you cracked?
I was cracked. My casing, my shell, me.
Yeah.
I'm cracked.
We're gonna call it cracked, and it's just a quality that I can use as a trouble against you.
Okay.
But otherwise,
But the internal bits are good?
the internal bits,
Good.
yeah. Assuming that you decided not to mess with any of those things you found.
Yeah, I don't trust it.
All right, yeah.
I forget, did we exchange the armor over to Ulez? That was something I announced I wanted to do, but I don't know if we ever actually like officially did it.
You want to do that now?
Yeah, we can say it in the morning or in the last night or whatever. I want to make sure that there's a little bit of extra protection on Ulez right now while they're cracked.
I'll tell you what, Ulez, with that roll where you were doing the self repairs, I'll say you're able to cut up the armor and like line the insides of your parts with armor so that you can sort of wear it without having to, cover yourself in leather.
Perfect.
The +1 resistance was that, but I don't know if that will be the same thing.
+1 resistance, yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Say it applies to you. You're just wearing it on the inside.
Inside. I love that.
For
I'm
cool
just wearing it on the
superhero
inside.
purposes. Yeah. And yeah, as you are doing that, Vian, there is a knock at your door.
All right, I walk over to the door and I kind of glanced over to. I'm gonna open this real quick. Is that cool with everybody?
Yes.
Great. And I open the door.
And there's a man there. And he is, in his 30s. If I was casting him, I would say maybe Donald Glover.
Oh,
And,
cool.
I like
he is
Meridian.
he's wearing a suit, kind of looks like,
Wait, hold on. What Donald Glover? Like Childish Gambino or the white guy that was an actor?
Wait, the white guy who was an actor.
Isn't there like some old dude with that name?
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, there's like a real
either a
dude named
similar
Donald
name
Glover.
The guy from Community, I know, Childish
Okay.
Gambino.
Okay.
But picture him. He's wearing like a business suit, very very businessy looking. He's got a briefcase, and he sort of. Are you Vian Vigor?
Yeah. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking to?
And he holds his hand out. Alton Reeves, I called you on Tuesday about coming in to talk with you, and then I never showed up.
Yeah, Alton. Yeah, of course. How how are you doing?
I'm well. Yeah, can we talk?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we definitely can. I just let me, I wasn't expecting company, so let me just check on the state of the apartment. I'd like to poke my head back in. What's the kitchen looking like right now?
There's like 2 screws that I haven't been able to figure out where they go. So I'm just like rolling them back and forth, like, But like
Benny's been like is it on
together?
your back? Like Benny's looking at your back, like I don't know if he's a place you can't see. Like I don't know, I'm not good at this stuff either. And we're like, you come into that, I think.
All right, yeah, Alton, come on in.
And he walks in and he sort of looks around and he sees Ulez and is, hello?
Oh yeah, so this is
Greetings.
Ulez. Yeah. And this is Benny.
This your staff?
Yes. From Benny's nod. Yes. This is my staff. They are experts in various fields of expertise. And it's,
Oh,
you know,
a willpower roll.
I was going for, yeah, we work with this guy.
oh, great. 10. And then, I mean, I'm not necessarily lying. I do have performance. Can I chuck one on top of that?
Nah, you don't have to. With
Okay.
that, he's like, oh, okay. And he looks around for a place to sit, and
the couch has like sheets.
Oh yeah, Alton, I'm so sorry about that. Give me 1 second. Hey, Alton, are you a tea person or a coffee person? And I'm like folding up the sheets.
coffee, light and sweet.
Light and sweet. I couldn't agree more. Ulez, would you mind making our guest here maybe a cup of coffee? And you're going to want to add some sugar, and you're going to add a little bit of non-dairy creamer that I have in the fridge there.
How many milliliters of your non-dairy creamer, and how many grams and or how many grains of sugar would you prefer?
Okay, definitely going to be easier to go with grams. I'm going to go 4 grams.
Okay.
Well, you said sweet, right, Alton?
Yes, anything's fine, please.
I can
Yeah.
I can help out with this one.
Okay,
Benny
great.
will help with the additions to the coffee.
We just like to be specific here. I folded up the sheets. I closed the couch back into its sitting form. Please have a seat.
And he sort of awkwardly sits down on the couch, and he says, "My mother has disappeared.
Okay.
Her name is Audrey Reeves. She's about 65. She went missing on the day of the earthquake. She was last seen at work. She's a public defender in Baronsdale. She's been with the office 30 years or so. I talked to the police, and they think something probably happened, and they think she was maybe killed in the quake, and they advised me to prepare myself for her body to be found at some point. And but she's known thousands of criminals and made enemies with all sorts of cops and feds over the years, and I got concerned that someone went after her. So I called you when I saw you on the cover of the paper there, and in that article about Dalen Prawley, and you sounded like a bit of a weirdo on the phone. So I went and
Well, okay.
competitors, a man named Max McRae, and now he's gone missing too.
I see. And when exactly when was the last time you spoke with Max?
About a day ago.
1 day ago.
He told me he had spoke with some people at her office and was going to follow up on some leads, but he didn't say what they were.
Okay. So that was the last correspondence that you had with Mr. McKay.
McRae. And,
McRae.
Yeah, so far he hasn't answered any of my calls or my texts. And when I called his office, they said he had not returned from his errand for me. So I don't know quite what to do here, and I don't know. I have to assume now something must have gone wrong. Some foul play was involved.
Sure. Yeah, well, we'll definitely hop right on this case and get you the information we can. Can I get a contact phone number from you, and can I also get the address that your mother works at?
Sure. He gives you his phone number, and he gives you his mother's address, and he gives you the information from Max McRae's office, and he gives you his mother's home address also. Just so
Great.
you have everything. He's like, here's the key to her house if you want to go look around there. I'm sure you can go talk with the people at her office or Max McRae's office. And, well, I don't know. Keep me posted and let me know if there's anything I can tell you.
We will. We're on it.
Thank you. And he gets up and he sort of awkwardly looks around at Benny and Ulez, and he says, Thank you too. And he lets himself out and closes the door behind him. And on that, why don't we flip back over to Caden? First thing in the morning, Curtis Haber comes out of the room he was sleeping in, stretching. How you feeling, Doc?
Much the same as yesterday evening. And you? Did the sleep refresh you?
Yeah, honestly, between you and me, whenever I use these powers I take, it kind of leaves me a little drained. But nothing some good sack time couldn't fix.
Of course.
So I believed I promised I was going to teach you how to fight.
Yes, I recall.
And he ghosts out, phases out into his ghost form that he has borrowed, presumably, obviously, from Vian. And, all right, come at me.
I admit, I've minimal preparation with non-corporeal combat. I will take out my baton and take a readied stance, because if he wants to come back in and corporealize, I want to be prepared to block it.
See, that's the problem with all that sparring that you do. Sparring's not fighting. You can't really learn to fight by sparring. That's just, I don't know. That's just wanking. And honestly, it's like, I think you can't really learn to fight until something is on the line, until you can really lose the way you can lose a real fight. So you got to think every time you face somebody of what you can do, how you can win, and then you got to fight to win. So think about it right now. Here I am standing in phased form. I can see you, right?
Right.
So I can be blinded. I can hear you, right?
Yes.
So what else might affect me?
Voice.
Get creative, Doc. And then he really quickly solidifies and just punches you dead in the face. Kadrax, we'll say that you were back to full stamina from the full night's rest. I don't even know how much you had lost from last week. It wasn't a lot, was it?
No, I want to say, yeah, it was one.
It was
So
one. Yeah. Okay. We'll
that
say
pops back up.
you are full again, but
And then
he just,
now.
yeah, he just took one off.
Yep.
And then he gets on the other side of you and shifts back into ghost form.
Hmm.
You ready?
I
Here
suppose
it
we'll
comes
have to
again.
find out. I'll
And you
take a
can't-
higher guard this time.
Okay. Tell you what, roll initiative now.
Sure. That's a 10 out of me. Max die. Max die.
Ooh, hang on. I just gotta get Curtis's sheet here. Oh, yeah, okay. You go first. So he steps towards you, solidifies as he throws the punch, but you sort of see it happen as the phased form fills in. What do you do?
I'm going to create a counter wave so that he the air his hand hits feels like he's punching a brick wall.
Oh, wow, that's great. Okay. Make a power roll.
I don't give a shit about my uh-oh die right now. It can pop off. I don't care. It's fine. It doesn't, unfortunately, but you know.
The other guy
And
doesn't.
the uh-oh die, alas, does not go off. And that's a 10 total.
That's a 10, and he got. So he and it just hits this cushion of sound wave, and just it's like hitting a brick wall, kind of. And he's just, okay, that was a good one. That was a good one.
I'm
And
learning from you quick.
and while you're saying that, he like kicks down at your leg with his turn. And
I'll roll to evade.
okay,
4 + 7 is 11.
okay, take a point of determination.
Sure,
gonna-
yeah.
He's going to use a point of determination to use his quality. I've got a temper, and when you sort of, before hit his hand, he got all angry and stuff. So he gets an extra 2 on this, and he beats you by a minor success.
Okay.
So he kicks you in the leg, and what I'll say is, oh, we didn't do damage for your cushion hit, your power hit.
No, we didn't.
All right, you know what? Since you are essentially fighting for,
Yeah, we're sparring.
we'll yeah.
I don't care about. This is not the opportunity wherein I will fight to genuinely defeat him, despite the incredible pedagogical value he's imparting.
And yeah, he connects with your leg, and it hurts a little, but it doesn't even knock you down. It's just, quick kind of sting. And then he ghosts back out again. What would you do? What would you do if I was trying to kill you right now and I was standing here just like this?
You don't want me to do that, surely?
Huh. Well, now I'm kind of intrigued.
I couldn't possibly. It would hurt your dog. If I brought the whole house down.
Do me a favor, make a willpower roll.
That's 9. Wow, thank you, dice. That's 3 for 3 above average. I wait your immediate betrayal.
You know what? I'm going to take your word for it. Because I believe you. You got a lot of power locked up inside, and we are going to put it to some very good use very, very soon.
What are you planning?
What am I planning? Well, come on. Let's have another beer. And he walks you back into the other room, and he hands you another bottle, and he picks up a bottle, and he sits down, and Brick jumps into his lap, and he starts petting Brick's head, and he says, like I said, I don't just want Mickey's territory. I want this whole city eventually.
Of course.
This is the world I know, and I want to rule it. And the only way that will ever happen is if both Mickey and the cluster are out of the picture. So I'm going to get them to destroy each other. It's not normally the type of situation I would be poised to take advantage of, but with our powers, we'll be wiping them off the map. I will be the first super-powered crime boss of Port Ruby in no time.
Are you sure that you're the first?
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, Mickey found that technology somehow in the truck for you to drive in the first place. And there seems to be enough intelligence about it that the cluster took an interest, that they attacked you. They must know things as well. They must have some past context.
You think Mickey's got powers?
You would know better than I. You worked with him.
I didn't even know that Bella had powers until I shook her hand.
Was that how you got the...
Yeah. kind of couldn't control it that time. I touched her hand, and suddenly the new power just came to me. But I'm getting a little better at it. I was able to trade it up for your buddies and he intangibles again. You know, he phases out, and he's,
Can you only have one at a time? How does it work? I've never seen anything like what you can do.
make a willpower roll.
Oh, I'm so scared, Joel. I'm so scared. That's an 8. That's a 5 on the dice. I'm so scared for when this flips on me.
So far, one at a time, but I'm working on it.
It takes practice. It certainly does. With the voice.
Hmm.
It benefits from training.
Well, I sort of feel the best learning is the learning you do by doing. So we're going to go on a little mission. And on that, let's flip back over to the three of you. Where did you go? Oh, by the way, it looks like we unlocked the first tier, so you now have a point of community determination. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you.
I'm so scared.
Hello, Saving Throw Raiders.
Hey.
Our friends over at Saving Throw. And we are getting close to the second tier. And everybody, for the new people who just got, you can enter the raffle. Jake will put the command in the chat. I think it's might be Command Hellboy or something like that.
I think it just concluded.
Oh,
Possibly.
that one. Okay, the first one might be over, but you can still enter for the grand prize. I think so. Feel free to do that. And oh, yep, we have that concluded. Great. So yeah. So where did you go, Vian?
We are heading to Mr. Reeves's mother's workplace, Audrey Reeves' workplace.
Okay.
As long as, I mean, I would want to check in with, obviously, I'd want to check in with Bennie and Ulez beforehand to make sure that sounds fun.
I mean, I think so. I think we are like going to be passively trying to figure out how to get back in contact with the doctor, because I'm sure we've tried to text or call and have gotten dead phone response.
Somehow I don't think that Curtis is the kind who lends people his phone charger.
No. Maybe you might have conflicting chargers. I don't know if you have an Android.
Many conflicts, it's true.
That's fair, yeah. He has a charger, but it's not the kind that you need, so it just doesn't work anyway.
Right, it's a dog's charger, and that's all wrong.
But yeah, I think we will. I think good active first step, and then passively we will be trying to figure out how to get back in contact with the doctor.
Perfect.
Okay.
I don't know if Ulez has other input though. That would just be Benny's response to you.
Thanks for asking. Now I have to wonder. I guess it would just be like, can I, before we embark on your adventure, I would like to confirm that everybody's health is optimal. How are you? That is what I am asking.
That's a great question. Thank you for asking, Ulez. That's a very good question. Benny, you said that you're doing all right, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm doing all right as well. I kind of slept off. I mean, yeah, getting shot by an arrow, not great, but that was a little while ago. I think I've recovered pretty swiftly from that.
Walk it off.
Okay.
No, I think you still have the temporary quality of injured. So
okay. I mean, like as well as one can be, having just been shot by an arrow hours ago. Really?
Yeah,
like
really.
the other day.
Things.
Like yesterday, or the day, like the
2 days ago now.
The night before yesterday, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
Okay. Yeah. So Ulez, not great.
I am worried, and I spent some time observing your plants, and they are all very healthy at the moment because of the care that I've been able to provide, mostly in the form of water. I have asked Benny to breathe on them because your breath is very good for them.
Oh.
I have been trying to observe and understand how our ally has been able to aid you, and I do not possess those abilities, but I think there might be an ability I'm working on that will make you healthy like a plant.
Oh, heck, that sounds great. Yeah, fantastic. Let us know if there's anything, that we can do to help with that.
I must observe more plants.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Ulez, I want to include you in this adventure. So, like, you'll definitely be taking point on a couple things as we kind of investigate. But, like, if at any point there's something you'd rather be doing, a plant pops up that you want to check out, we walk past, like, a bougainvillea or something, feel free.
World question. It's fall-ish, right?
Yeah, October.
Okay, so if there was like an outdoor park we walked through on our way to wherever we're headed, like it would still be green, probably, or turning colors, maybe.
Yeah, turning colors.
It's not all dead, so we could probably, like, at the very least, on our way somewhere, maybe that would we can take longer routes
That's a
to
good
places
idea.
so we can walk through parks for Ulez.
Yeah, and this isn't like a rush of a case.
Or longer routes.
Oh no! Yeah, that one.
Yeah, you take the route through the park, and you get to the Baronsdale Public Defender's office in Yard Hill, sort of near the hospital. And we will say that Alton Stewart gave you, his mother, location of his mother's office, and it takes you up to the 5th floor, and you walk out into a lobby where there is a secretary, working a set of phones.
Hi there. Good afternoon. My name is Vian Figure, and these are my associates.
My name is Esteban, and I work here. What can I do for you?
Well, that's the question of the day, isn't it, Esteban? We're looking for an Audrey Reeves.
Oh, are you with Mr. McCrae's office?
We are following up on an investigation that Mr. McCrae was investigating.
Oh, I could tell you the same thing I told him.
Sure.
It was back on Sunday, the day of the earthquake. That morning, Audrey came in, and we were waiting for news on an appeal she had filed in a case, capital case. And he looks down in his papers, a woman named Brooke Barrett, and she was denied clemency and set to be executed on, he looks down at his papers again, 17th, tomorrow night. And right after getting the news from the judge's office, Audrey got up and ran out in a hurry, and she has missed all of her scheduled appointments since. We have not heard from her.
Oh, okay. Now, did you speak with Mr. McCrae when he came by?
Yeah, told him the same thing I told you.
Great, and I appreciate that, Esteban. Thank you very much. Did anyone else in this office speak with Mr. McCrae?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
You're welcome to poke around if you want, but nobody gets past me. So
Yeah, I mean, hey, you're the man at the top, I can tell. I guess one follow-up quick question, Esteban. Do you have any office plants in the office that maybe we can just take a quick gander at? My friend Ulez here is really into plants and would be I'm sure happy to see them.
It would be very appreciated.
I think there might be some plastic plants in the corner by the elevator lobby.
Understandable.
Plastic?
It's a
Yeah.
My casing.
Yeah. Do you want to see them, Ulez, or?
I worry for them. I would love to see them.
Okay. Esteban, thank you very much.
Where is Mrs. Reeves' office?
And he points you down a hallway. Down there to the left.
Thank you. And we'll go see the plan.
Yeah.
You find, yes, a very nice plastic plant.
This is horrible. Why would they do this?
Because they can't keep real ones alive? Probably.
Why not?
I'm assuming there's no window in this room.
If you're still by the desk, then Esteban sort of is like, yeah, we do not have the budget for plant upkeep, and the city thinks these are just as good. And he kind of rolls his eyes and shrugs and goes back to what he's doing.
They are as disappointing as that individual has been.
Yeah. Okay. That might, just so you know, Ulez, a statement like that might hurt Esteban's feelings. Just because that carries a little bit of negative connotation. I don't know if Esteban hurt us. And, also, he might not care, but just so you know.
Thank you. I am expressing my displeasure at these plants.
Yeah, and I'm sorry that honestly, I was on the fence about whether you'd want to see this one or not, but the next real plant you see, let that fill you with twice as much joy.
Okay, thank you.
Great. Benny, that was a good call on wanting to check out Audrey Reeves' office. I think we should do that.
We have we have permission from her son, and he said it was okay too. So I think we should do that while we're here. Maybe there'll be more info inside.
This is easily one of the most legitimate cases that we've all covered together. So, great.
So you go down to Audrey Reeves' office, and it is kind of a mess. Just papers stacked everywhere, law books piled on top of each other, open, all laying in big stacks with bookmarks everywhere. If you've ever been in a certain kind of lawyer's office, you know what I'm talking about.
It might be hard to tell if someone left in a hurry if the state of the office is always kind of a mess, or is there still stuff that looks like it's in progress on the desk?
Well, I'll tell you what. Who's doing the searching? Or why doesn't everybody just give me a intellect roll if you're all...
Ooh, cool. Yeah, let's do it. Throw my coffee dice.
Oh, we should probably...
Yeah.
Whatever. Cool. What'd you get?
9.
5.
8.
This is not what I'm good at. Ooh.
9, 5, and 8. Okay. You find on the desk there's a photo of Audrey Reeves, and if I was going to cast her, I would say she's Pam Grier. And, she seems to be arm in arm with what looks like maybe husband, and if I was going to cast him, I would say Ernie Hudson. It's a kind of cute vacation photo of what looks like kind of typical domestic couple, on a beach somewhere. And you dig through these papers. We're going to say you spend some time doing this, and you start pulling the books apart and digging through the files and trying to figure out what's what. What? None of you have a law expertise, right?
I'm kicking myself for not doing that.
Yeah. Okay. So I remember somebody was thinking about it. Yeah. Okay.
I was right. Okay. Well, noted.
If there are any if we're looking at stuff and there are words on documents that we don't know, Benny would be Googling them, I think.
Okay. And we will factor all that in, and we'll say what you basically find is a lot on the Brooke Barrett case. Piles of stuff, letters written to the governor, to all sorts of politicians, all written by Audrey Reeves. Briefs going back years. It looks like she has put a tremendous amount of time into this case, and fought it right up till the end. she has a folder with clippings that followed the case in the media.
What
going-
what did she, like? What's the case? Like, what happened?
Brooke Barrett was accused of participating in a robbery of a convenience store where the clerk was shot. And there were several people involved in the robbery, and she was the one who was arrested, and a case was made that she was one of the people involved. And felony murder rules, they pinned the clerk on her, whether or not she's the trigger person. And Audrey Reeves believed there's just a complete case of mistaken identity and that Brooke Barrett is not involved at all. She seems to believe it very passionately. None of you have any kind of law expertise, so I'm not going to sort of let you really draw. You can draw your own conclusions from what I tell you, but none of you have enough expertise to decide if she's right or not. And you also find another drawer that has a whole bunch of other clippings, files of clippings from the Port Ruby Standard and the Daily Talker, and a couple of other minor media sources, news magazines, all about cases in Port Ruby where innocent people were later cleared, or kind of Innocence Project kind of stuff, or stuff where innocent people argued that they should be cleared and were not. It looks like she follows all of these cases even when she is not working on them. And that is about what you get from your success level of searching. And let's see. You know what? Why don't we take a break right there? We're going to say as you wind down that search, we'll take a little bit of an early break. Let's take.
But I have so many questions about this case.
Well, after the break, we are. Let's see. We're getting close to the second tier being unlocked. Thank you so much, everybody who have put in the tip jar so much, and everyone who have subbed. Everyone, make sure you are in the raffle. It looks like the winner got out there anyway. Wait, where I had it.
I think hold on. I saw it at some point.
Yeah, no, I saw it.
I mean, congrats to you.
1973. It looks like they already know, but congrats. You're here in 1973. You get the complete short stories of Hellboy Volume 1 and 2. And let's take 10 and be right back here.
Great.
Thanks. Welcome back. So yeah, congratulations to our first winner in our Dark Horse giveaway. And I heard over the break that there was like a little confusion, and Vampire Vaxeldon, you got pulled, and then it didn't, it had to be redone. So I am going to see what I can do about getting you something also. So Jake, if you can get that person's information, I'm going to see if I can make that right. So that being said, we opened up apparently the second tier. We got
Yes.
yeah, we got the Tracer, and
Great.
we'll get that right to you. We will, by the way, credit you with having what you got last week. We'll just assume it was at your apartment when you went back, and now you have all that stuff. Yeah, we are. Yep, and we're pretty close to the last tier. If we get to $250, we get the lore drop. Thank you so much, everyone. So we left off. All right, why don't we start with Kadrax?
Yes.
So Curtis asks you to put the bag back over your head, and he takes you back out to the van, and you start to go for a drive. And eventually the van comes to a stop, and Curtis pulls the bag off of your head, and you look around, and you are in the street. Do me a favor, make an intellect roll.
I was just about to ask for one, weirdly. I wonder if it's for the same thing. Oh, I'll say it's 10. Yes.
All right, you recognize that you are in Cornell Circle, and you are right around the corner from 3 County Plumbing and Electric. And you are staring at a 2-story brick building that is set about 25 feet back from the street. And it has a steel door on the outside that appears to have no handles. And there is a very large looking guy kind of standing next to the door, smoking a cigarette, and otherwise just looking very bored and casual. And Curtis Haber says, all right, Mickey Bomberg maintains control over Baronsdale by paying off cops. And inside that building is his cash room where he assembles the payoffs before they go out. Only today, me and you are going to rob that money. And when Mickey doesn't make his payments, his police allies will put the squeeze on him. He'll assume the cluster was behind the robbery, and he'll have no choice but to hit them back hard.
I see. Have you reconnoitered this facility before?
Oh yeah, I've been here. Let me tell you. Here's what you're going to do. I said I would teach you to fight. I said the best way to learn is by doing. Well, I want you to go out there, and I want you to knock that guard out. And then I want you to get his keys, and I want you to open that door. And behind that door is a hallway that is about 60 feet long. And you're going to have to fight your way to the end of that hallway where you find a steel door, and the money is behind that door. The catch is, if anybody sees your powers, they'll know we're not the cluster. So you're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. And he reaches down and he picks up like a big, heavy lead pipe, and he holds it out to you.
How many are in there?
I would say 3 or 4 tops. But they're formidable.
This is a clear point of vulnerability, and we're hitting it at a well-defended, foreseeable point in its transit. We aren't hitting the money cars.
That's right.
Why only 3 or 4?
Hey, you're a soldier, right? Well, yours is not to reason why. Yours is just to go punch that guy, take his keys, fight your way down the hallway, and get through the steel door.
And what will you be doing meanwhile?
Well, I'm driving the getaway car.
You can phase. What need have we of a getaway car?
Make a willpower roll.
Yes. 8.
Look, I'm going to level with you. I've seen what's in your head. I know you're not just going to turn on a dime and join me as I try and slay my way through the Baronsdale underworld. So I'm going to have to see you do this to make sure you're with me. And you can do it. So just, go team. Get out there.
And I understand of you. You've seen what's in my head. I, on the other hand, don't have nearly as much evidence that you're ready for this.
I'm ready
I need
for
you to prove yourself to me. That you can handle it.
I can handle what?
Real power.
Make another willpower roll.
I think this one actually I can argue either way on this. Fine, I can argue either way, so I'll make a straight roll and take a good chance of failure. I don't think it's... I'd rather fail than spend determination and win it. Come on. Yep, nope, that's a bad die. That's a 4. Let's go.
I'll tell you what, we'll talk about what I have to prove after you come back with the money. While Mickey and the cluster are tearing each other apart, we can sit around and talk all day about whatever you want. I'm a big Sound of Music fan. I know a lot about its history. I'll tell you everything.
Get in the car. I'll be back with the money.
And he gets in the car, and it just sort of rolls slowly down the street.
Okay. I'm going to move a block back and then ping the building.
Okay. Said it was a brick building? Okay. Make your power roll.
We're okay on the uh-oh die, and 9 total.
And you said okay on the uh-oh die?
Yes. That was a
Okay.
3.
You read, obviously, the guard standing out front, and you read 4 people inside. 3 of them are in a room that looks like it is off of this central hallway that he told you about. One of them is in the room that is all the way at the end of the hallway.
Okay. And then I pinged on this metal door room at the back.
You do detect the metal door.
Okay.
And there is one person behind it.
Behind the door. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to circle around behind the building to the wall with the room.
Okay. Okay. I don't know. Okay, geographically, I think to get to the side of the building, you will have to go up past this guard anyway. So,
I mean, so I'm kind of thinking, like, if this is... what I'm imagining, so just, like, correct me. You have sort of the straight on from the street, and if you go basically perpendicular to the street, you're going down this hallway and fighting a bunch of dudes. Yeah? There's sort of the storefront and the hallway?
Yep. Sure.
So instead of the door front, you keep going down the street, you go down an alley, you go down parallel to the street, and now you're at the back, like the back of the hallway.
Well, but what you have here is a city block, whereas if you go around the block, there's just another building on the other side of the block. So it's like you probably have to make your way through that building, or
That seems so much easier than fighting a bunch of guys, though.
Well, all right.
Like
so
walking through a like restaurant. That seems more doable.
let's say that the building on the other side of the block is we're gonna say it is a pawn shop.
Okay.
And you get Curtis rolls back around the block in the truck, and he pulls up next to you. What's the
Don't
holdup?
be suspicious. Keep moving.
What's the holdup?
I walk away because he's suspicious.
And he starts sort of following you, and he pulling up alongside, rolling in the car, and he's like, I want you to go in through the front. I told you what to do. Knock out the guard, get his keys, fight your way down the hallway, go through the door. They're not going to want to shoot at you because they won't want to draw attention, so they'll hold back as long as they can. Take advantage of that.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't going to learn to fight by sneaking around the back.
Of course. I'm gonna go in through the front now.
And as you walk around towards the front, we flip back to Audrey Reeves' office, where the three of you have finished your search, and what do you do from there?
What would we like to do now?
Well, we got a little bit more information on the case, but it doesn't seem like we particularly know anything more about Audrey Reeves' disappearance.
Mm-mm.
What are you thinking, Benny?
No, I was just agreeing. I mean, is there anything like in her, like this isn't like a home office, this is like her business office. Like there's not going to be anything that indicates like hobbies or frequent locations. Like we didn't find any receipts with like coffee shops that she likes to go to. Like I feel like we don't have enough to even start looking.
I'll say that, like, you found a mess of stuff in there. It's probably more like one of those, it's hard to tell what's important since, like I said, it's like, the whole office is kind of a mess and just wrecked with papers. Most of it was, what I told you about. You certainly have the key to her house also.
Forgot about that one. I forgot we had the key to her house.
We can also go check out Mr. Markray's office as well.
That too.
Because he also went missing.
Mm-hmm.
And then also maybe there'll be
more info.
I was going to also say office plants.
That too.
That would be nice. Real plants with sunlight and water and dirt.
Mm-hmm.
House first or McCrae's office first?
Ulez, what are you feeling?
House.
Okay. House it is.
All right, so you head to Audrey Reeves' house, which is a really nice brownstone in the Baronsdale Heights area. It is the house of a career attorney, and it is locked up, but you have the key, of course, so you don't have to worry about getting in. And yeah, you walk in. Why doesn't everybody make I assume you're just going to start searching. Is that what you're doing? Or what do you want to do? Yeah. All right. So everybody make an intellect roll for a search. Let me know what you have that applies towards searching.
I'm going to apply my investigation.
And then 9. Okay. 9.
I'm going to burn a determination because I don't. Can I try? Can't turn the camera off to activate my.
Got you.
Oh, you got it. You
I think I got you.
Okay. Okay. Then I'll hold off. Then. Okay.
What do you got?
11.
You got 11.
Ooh.
All right. I should start doing these combined tasks, but I'm just going to do it as, I'll give you all credit for searching the house and then exchanging information. So we'll just do it at the rate of that 11, which is a pretty big success.
The best I could get on that.
Yeah, you search through the house, and the first floor is there's a living room and a kitchen and a dining room, and none of it is all that interesting. On the dining room, you find a copy of the Port Ruby Standard, which is open to an article about Brooke Barrett's appeal. It's from a couple of days ago. You go to the second floor of the house. There is up here bathroom, unremarkable, and bedroom. You search your way through the bedroom. I say you got a master success, right? It was an 11.
Mm-hmm.
Well, still a major success. That's fine. You search your way through the bedroom, and I'll say in the bedroom you find Hang on.
I mean, Ulez knows what a safe looks like, and they know safes contain lots of information.
Well, you don't actually find a safe, though. As you are all scuttling around, and we're going to say you spend a little while, a few hours searching this house really thoroughly, most of it just looks like more of what you found at the office. There is a home office. It's got more stuff about innocent, wrongly accused people, a lot of stuff about her work at the public defender's office and things like that. In the bedroom, you search your way through it, and most everything's pretty unremarkable until Ulez, you are digging your way through the closet, and as you are sort of shining your light and looking around in the back of the dark closet, you see what you think is maybe a seam around the back, and you sort of hit at it, and it sounds hollow to you. And you hit at it again, and it sounds hollow to you. And you sort of feel around, but can't quite figure out, how it opens.
I require assistance. They'll yell from like the threshold of whatever room that they're in.
Oh yeah. Hey, Ulez, what's up?
I have found something. I cannot properly identify it though.
Okay, sure. What is it?
A hollow closet.
A hollow closet. Okay.
I promise you'll understand once you see it.
Sure. Yeah. I completely trust you on that. I follow Ulez.
Push back the clothes, like the closet itself's not empty. And then, I'll show you that back wall. Listen closely.
Okay.
And it's just like punch, punch, punch.
And
It
you
is
also hear
hollow.
the hollow sound, yeah.
Good job, Ulez.
Thank you.
All right. Anyone mind if I poke my head in the other way?
Take a look.
All right. I would like to ghost.
All right, you ghost and you step through the wall, and
Yes.
it weirdly kind of like hurts you a little bit because
What?
it looks like the wall is like, on the other side it's been lined with some kind of metal that you can kind of barely pass through, but you are able to kind of pull yourself through it. It must be some kind of aluminum alloy or something, because that's like right about where you're at.
Yeah.
You get through, and you look around, and but what you see is it's kind of a small room, about, I don't know, 12 feet long and maybe 6 feet across, and it's got no windows in it, and it's got stacks of like wooden crates. Some of them are very long, some of them are kind of rectangular and just deep, and that's what you see.
Okay. I would like to turn around and see if there's any way to open this.
Well,
closet.
from this side of the door, I'm just going to say, yeah, you see a latch.
I undo the latch.
See, had you split up and gone different ways, this would have been a challenge for somebody else. But for you, yeah, you open up the latch and you let the two of them in, and you also now see all the crates.
Step into my office.
Thank you.
We do.
All right. So yeah, it looks like we got like a bunch of crates over here, a reinforced room of some sort.
This is it visibly like there's metal along all of the walls and ceiling and floor here?
Yeah, all the walls and the floor and the ceiling have been lined with metal. The boxes and the crates, the crates are kind of piled or stacked together in the center of the room. The room is bigger, it's like it's all just otherwise completely empty, though.
Would there be any is there a reason any of us would be aware of that a room would be lined with metal? Like, is that like Caitlin can't think of anything, but like in world, is there anything that we would know of that would be reasoning for why a room would be lined with metal like that?
Why don't you make an intelligence roll?
Oh boy, I'm not good at those. Okay. 8.
8. I mean, the best you can kind of come up with is, maybe someone wanted to stop, people from getting in, essentially like make a secure room or something like that,
Okay.
or something like that. You don't see any
Not
quite obvious
sure.
purpose,
Yeah.
but
I would like to reach into one of the crates with my
sure.
ghost hand.
You reach into which one do you reach into? One of the long crates or one of the short crates?
Ooh, let's start with short.
Okay, you reach into one of these rectangular kind of deep ones, and you put your hand in, and you find yourself holding something. It's kind of a metallic ball. It's like a little bit smaller than a baseball or something like that.
What have you found?
It's some sort of sphere.
I see.
I just have this fits how your powers work, but can you reach into something and only solidify your hand, or are you solidifying your hand now through the side of the thing?
I would like to try. I think, okay, so here's the thing. Like, I saw powers being used yesterday that were mine in ways that I hadn't really thought about. And I think that's gotten some wheels turning. So I would like to try to pull one of the objects through, but I don't know how exactly that would work. Like, I would like to try to ghost the object and then pull it through.
Yeah, why don't we call that a stunt? So
Okay.
you can roll for it and make a power roll, and you'll spend a point of determination. Do you have a point of determination?
Oh, I don't know. I might be using the teams.
You do not. You have the
Yeah.
community determination if you want to use it.
What are we thinking?
If you want
I
to.
think that sort of thing is call it if you feel like you need it and it's the right story time for it. No one else can make that decision for you.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna hold off on that point of
Okay.
determination. I have a feeling we'll need it later. So I instead will just retract my hand out and then look and be like, all right. It definitely is. There's like these like metal spheres in here. Is there something that we can use to open the crate in the room?
Sure. I will. I will just say that, yeah, because there are crates, there is a crowbar that is there stacked right on top of them, as if somebody planned to open them at some point. So
Great.
you don't
Yeah,
have to
we'll
search
crack it
them.
open.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, let's open these.
Carefully, I would say, like trying to be gentle about it just because we don't know what's inside.
Yeah, we're just gonna use that leverage, just like move it up a little bit, and then if we need to even hammer it back in with the crowbar later, it's that kind of like.
Who's doing it?
Oh,
I do not want to. I already cracked, and I already am cracked. I would not like to make that worse.
I understand.
It's fair.
I'll go. Yeah,
Yeah, go for it. I was gonna say, I think you and I are the same level of.
I think it's a coin toss. You want to do it, Benny?
Oh, I can. Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, here you go.
Oh boy, what are we rolling?
Make a coordination roll.
Okay. 6.
Well, you're very lucky. I got a 1. So you very gently pry the top off, and as it comes up, you see kind of packing material, and amongst the packing material in rows of like little 4, there are these little metallic green orbs.
There's no label, like words, numbering, labeling, anything anywhere.
Make an intellect roll.
Oh boy, I don't want to make these ones. It's the same, but okay. 7.
Close enough. You would think that they're grenades.
I know, that's what I was scared of. Oh no.
Your
What's in-
expression, Benny, indicates this is not a positive box of stuff.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Should we see what's in the long ones?
Oh, I probably have a guess now that we've opened this one, but yeah.
Are you thinking bazooka? I'm thinking bazooka.
some sort of firearm was my guess.
Okay.
As
Yeah.
soon as Rick said long crate, I was like, oh no.
Yeah, I'll try
Okay.
to I'll try to open one of the long ones.
Mhm.
Learning about Caitlin's innate fear of long crates.
Yeah, I guess.
This will be useful. Write that down. Wait,
You don't know what kind of river tam's gonna be in there.
damn. Yeah.
It's true.
So the rest of them are not grenades, so I'm not going to make you roll for the opening them. You open.
Oh, okay.
Jeez.
Yeah, you open them all with a
Oh.
crowbar one by one, and what you find are guns,
Oh God.
rifles, automatic rifles,
Hmm.
a nice wide variety of guns packed into these large, long crates. They look, to your eye, I'll say, kind of like new.
Do people of the profession of the individual whom we were investigating, do they often possess this amount of artillery?
I would say none on average.
It wouldn't be good news if they did.
Yeah. So either she was planning something or she was being threatened in some way, but this seems more like prep than personal safety.
Or evidence?
But why would she
That's-
keep it at her own house?
Yeah, you're right. That would actually be reported.
I mean, unless she was that invested in this investigation that she didn't trust anyone else with it.
Oh, that's interesting.
But this doesn't feel like that, I don't think.
Yeah, this kind of feels like we're trying to solve a Sudoku and we've only got one number on the board. Do we
What
want
a
to
Sudoku puzzle. Dang.
yeah, tell me about it. And I'm not very good at them to begin with. So, yeah, why don't we just snap some pictures of what we're looking at right here and then close this up. Get out.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
And then maybe check out Mr. McRae's office.
Yeah. Oh boy.
And while you are snapping those pictures, we will zip back to Grinnell Circle, where Kadrax is going
About
in
to follow instructions very exactly.
You walk up the front walk towards the building, and the tough guy standing there smoking the cigarette kind of looks at you and sees you walking towards him, and you lost?
No, I'm supposed to go inside.
You're supposed to go inside where?
To the end of the hallway.
Make a willpower roll.
6.
Hang on.
It's not my thing, but I got to give him a chance at not my thing before we have to go do my thing.
What's your name?
Okay.
Kay.
Yes.
Who are you here to see?
It's not who, it's what, isn't it? At the end of the hall.
What?
You know what's there. I'm here for it. Are you going to let me by, or are you going to make Mr. Bomberg wait?
Make another willpower roll.
This still won't be good, but I have to give him a chance. 9? Weird die.
K what?
No.
K no?
Yes.
What?
Please open the door now.
Just wait here a sec.
Of course.
And he turns his back and he pulls his keys out of his pocket and he starts to unlock the door. and he unlocks it, and he pulls the door open,
Mhm.
keys back into his pocket, and he steps through, and he pulls the door closed behind him.
All right. May I make a fast check before that? Before the full shot?
Sure, yeah, what do you want to do?
Cool. Care about getting this money payment. This is ridiculous. Watergate the door. That seems like a straightforward one that I can do immediately. That doesn't involve a pocket lift.
So you're going to try and, like...
Flip a piece of receipt or something. Yeah.
Right, yeah, okay. Make a coordination roll.
Sure.
I guess you can
Eh,
roll this
Not
against
really. 4.
his awareness. Well,
Oh, sorry. 5.
5. Okay, well, these henchmen do not have fantastic awareness, so I will say is that you do manage to slip that in without him noticing, and then the door closes, and you hear the sound of what is like him trying to lock it, but it's not quite fully locked, and then you hear his footsteps walking away.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Enter.
And you open the door,
Mhm.
and you see in front of you, exactly like Curtis Haber said, a hallway. It's got a tile floor and painted kind of pukey yellow walls,
Mm.
and fluorescent lights lined along the ceiling. And there's a door about halfway up the hallway on the left side.
Mhm.
And at the end, there is a steel door that seems to have no handle on the outside. Actually, wait, hang on a sec. It's here 3. And you can see that there is a camera on both sides of the hallway, facing down each way, so they can look up and down the hallway from both directions.
All right. Can I perceive where any blind spots might be? It's just the hallway that it covers?
As far as you can tell, that's what you see. Yeah.
Okay. Then clearly, if I don't want my identity to be immediately revealed while I'm beating the ever living out of these evildoers, I would have to go into that room that you specified, the one it sounds like you went into. I'm going to proceed and then engage in a massively outnumbered melee conflict.
All right, you walk down the hallway and you
Mhm.
get to the door, which is halfway up the hall, and it is closed, but it is not like a reinforced door like the other one. It's just like a regular office door.
All right. Naturally, one tilts one head. One understands basic infiltration principles, of course. If I turn softly, not so much as to rattle it, will it make a noise? Like, basically, can I try the door silently?
Make a coordination roll.
Sure. Yeah, kind of. 8.
Yeah, that'll do it. You just very smoothly turn the knob. Doesn't make a sound. You push the door open.
Yes.
You push the door open, and inside you see a small room, maybe about, I don't know, 10 by 15 or something like that. And it's got a table in the middle, and there are 3 kind of henchman-y looking guys sitting around the table playing cards.
Okay. I'll close and continue.
Make a coordination roll.
That 10.
You close the door, and smooth as silk again.
I'll finish proceeding down the hallway now, I think.
All right. You walk down the hallway.
Mhm.
You get to the steel door at the end, and that door is like I said, completely smooth. Looks like it is made of some very heavy metal, maybe like steel, and it has no handle on the outside. There's no doorknob or anything.
Right, no, I need the person I pinged on the other side of the door to let me in. Time to open up. Anyone who's in here should be here. The person in the front of the door must have let them in. So I'm just going to try using my words.
Okay. Are you gonna knock, or are you just gonna try shouting through? Like, what are you gonna do?
I'll use just the very touch of a cheat. I am going to take advantage of metal being a pretty easy resonator, just to very locally amplify my voice, so I don't have to speak up so much that it picks up easily down the hallway. But it communicates through the door just fine, and it's it's not a big action, like a cantrip of it. Little touch of thaumaturgy.
Let's call that a coordination roll, since
Okay.
it sort of falls under the stealth category.
Sure, works for me. That's a 9.
Okay, what do you say?
What did I just say a moment ago? Do I have to repeat my words? Shoot.
Okay.
It's time, open up. Yeah, I'm basically just amplifying a little bit, so the person on the inside will open up for me.
Who's that?
Okay, hurry up.
K who?
No.
And you can hear footsteps walk closer to the door.
We're running late. He'll be angry.
Who'll be angry?
If you have to ask.
Make a willpower roll.
Sure. 7?
What's the password?
The password is "don't make me wait," and I'm going to amplify the bass of my voice just a touch through that one, just for emphasis. From this door, you know.
Make a willpower roll.
Sure. Either he's mad enough to open up, or he, 7 again?
And while you are standing there, you hear an alarm start to ring.
Oh, good!
And the door in the middle of the hall kicks open, and those 3 guys kind of come out and, look around, and they see you, and they're like, hey, stop right there. And they sort of start walking down the hallway kind of towards you.
All right. I was happy to fight them in a room, so I'll fight them in a hallway. Just that it's frankly better for me.
Roll your initiative.
More of a choke point, really. All right, 9.
9? Okay, so they
I
got...
wonder if it's an internal alarm or if it goes to someone else too. Oh, this is good. They're doing my plans for me. It's all right. I'll pop mine off too as well, just to be sure.
So you go first.
Okay.
Those 3 guys come up the hallway. They are coming right at you. They are... None of them are armed, as far as you can tell right now.
That isn't noble. Fine. Oh, well. I attack.
Okay. Make a prowess roll.
10?
Okay. And you hit that guy with a major success. which I think deals your full damage. Oh wait, what are you attacking with? Are
Uh,
you're
I was
using
given a lead something, which
the metal?
frankly sounds terrible, but so I'll opt to use my baton. Actually, lead is a very soft metal. That's the problem with it as a weapon. He doesn't. Anyway,
So your baton deals 5, right?
yes.
Okay, so you deal that full 5 damage, and that
Mhm.
guy just goes down like a sack of potatoes and is just unconscious. You just crack him, and he just goes right down.
All right.
The other two kind of like back off a tiny bit, and then kind of one of them lunges at you and throws a punch.
All right. I'll evade. 5 plus 6, 12.
And he misses and goes right by you and just hits his hand into the steel door behind you. And he's like, ah, damn it! And he's sort of like, and now the other guy now kind of rushes you yeah, I'll say he just throws a punch also.
Love it. All right. 13. This
And
is prowess to. Yeah, it's prowess to evade. Sorry.
prowess yeah, no, you easily evade that, and he also just goes right by you into the wall, and you just like, kind of judo him and using his own force into the steel door, and he kind of falls a little bit. He's not injured, but he didn't come anywhere near you.
All right.
And now it is your turn again because there were only 2 of them.
Okay. Would you like to stop this now and just let me in? This seems unnecessarily aggressive.
You're talking to the 2 guys here?
Yes, they should all get a choice. And now they have an informed one. I don't particularly,
One of
I
those,
don't know anything about them. I don't relish this. They have
One
a
of those
chance to surrender.
yeah, one of those guys is like, you are so dead. You have no idea how dead you are. You're dead. You're dead.
It is with regret that I thwack him.
All right, make a prowess roll.
If you were secretly reporting, it'd be thwack-a-mole. 9?
They can't turn it off. 9. Yeah, okay, yeah. No, you easily just crack that dude, and he goes right down unconscious, just falls right on top of his buddy. So there's only one left, and he just kind of rushes you and tries to hit you.
3 plus 7, 10 to evade.
He hits you, but he kind of grazes off of you. He hits into you and kind of like knocks you off balance a little bit, but you don't take any damage from that. And
Well done.
he is the last one left.
That was quite good. Then I thwack him.
And he kind of looks a little scared as you come at
Yeah.
him. All right, roll your.
I rolled max on my die.
So what is that total?
Oh,
Yeah, it's not going to matter.
13.
Yeah, no, yeah, you just absolutely this is one of those and you just hit that guy and he goes right down and all 3 of them are just unconscious in a pile.
All right. Do I find anything on any of them that's going to help me solve this door, or do I just have to ask the nice man to let me in again?
You want to search them?
Yeah,
Okay.
very quickly. Maybe he'll panic and open the door. There's hope.
You search your way through their pockets. You find some money rolls. You find a set of keys to the door at the front of the hallway.
Right. Yeah. I'll
And
pocket those. I'm told I was supposed to have them.
oh, great! Yeah, okay, you got that.
Okay. Come now.
And as you turn your attention back to the door, we're gonna flash across town, where you are arriving at the office of Max McCrae, which we will say is also in Fort Trumbull. That's why Alton Reeves chose him, was because you were both in the same geographic area. So you are sort of headed back home, and as you get there, you walk into the office, and it's you let yourself into the building, and it's one of these, like, at the end of the hallway you see a door and it says Max McRae Investigations, and I'll just you try the door and it's locked.
Okay. Yeah.
We can wait
Right?
here.
I mean, can we knock first? I'm gonna knock.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Yeah. You know what? Yeah.
Just in
Why don't- yeah.
case.
Let's start with that.
Just in
And-
case. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Best foot forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear a voice from the other side. Go away. It's a woman's voice.
We're looking for Max McRae.
Who are you?
My name's Benny, and we were told that he might be in trouble. We're just trying to help. If he's here, we just want to make sure he's okay, and we can be gone. But if he's not, and then there's anything we can do to help, that's also on the table.
Make a willpower roll.
Ah, boy. Okay. 8.
8. And you see a shadow coming towards the door, and the door opens, and there is a woman. We'll say she is character actress Margot Martindale.
Oh, wow.
You're who now?
My name's Benny. We don't know each other. It's okay. You don't have to pretend that I'm familiar or something. Oh, so I'm assuming you're a friend of Mr. McRae's or something.
Yeah, I'm the secretary. Well, I'm the office manager, actually, is what I have taken to calling myself. And she points over at Ulez. Who are you?
oh, hello. My name is Ulez Galley, and I am an employee with Vian Vigor. And they're
Wow,
going to
that
turn
was,
over to
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really good. Wow. We didn't even talked about that. That was really good.
I was up the whole night thinking about it.
What's with the fancy motorcycle suit or whatever that is?
What's with your jacket? It's people wear clothes. Hi, we're here. We're looking for Mr. McRae.
Mr. McRae's been away for a couple of days.
On purpose?
Not exactly
Hmm.
that I know of.
Well, I guess probably. I mean, makes sense to share. We were brought a case that he was working on, who is now worried about him as well. So that's kind of where we're at.
You work for that Reeves kid?
Uh-huh.
Huh.
Well, we're currently, Mr. Reeves is a current client of ours.
That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, I don't know. What can I tell you?
Well, I mean, right off the bat, what was Mr. McRae doing right when he went missing?
Well, first he went over to that public defender's office and talked to some of the people there. And then he headed over to that woman's house, and I don't know what he did there, but he told me he was on his way back, and he just never showed up after that.
Interesting. Huh. Do you have any information on what he was looking into as far as the case, or you never saw any of it because he never made it back?
Well, Max does talk out loud sometimes, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know what information I could tell you. He said that Reeves' woman ran out of her office. He said something about some case where somebody was going to be executed.
Mhm.
And I don't know. Like I said, then he went over to search that house, and I don't know. We never came back. Tell you what. Make another willpower roll. Say Vian. Why don't you make it since you're the one who's billing yourself as the investigator here?
That's gonna be a 7.
Yeah, if you want to search his office, you're welcome to search his office.
Oh, thank you. Sure, that would. Yeah, if it's all right with you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if Max would be happy about it, but I don't know. I don't really care. Just want him to get home. So have at it.
Thank you very much. What was your name again?
My name is Marilyn.
Marilyn. Marilyn. My name's Vian, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Well, good luck to you, Vian.
Thanks.
Kind of disappears into another room.
Okay, great. The second we get into Max's office, I would like to ghost.
Okay.
Just so the both of you know, I'm looking out to see if for any reason, if anything were to happen to Mr. McRae and he returned as a ghost, I would now be able to see him.
Oh. Oh.
Very cool.
Oh.
Thank you, Ulez.
So tell me about what you do. You ghost out and kind of just look around?
Yeah. Just glance around. I haven't done this a lot. This is out of character. I haven't done this a lot, so it's not like a thing where I'm like, here's how I find the ghosts. I'm still kind of finding my way. So like I'm gonna ghost and I'm gonna just, I don't know, check the corners. And in my mind, I'm like, I guess a ghost would do their regular ghost things. I saw that one ghost walking back and forth that time. So like I'll look at like maybe where Max McRae would be, but I also hope I don't see a ghost because I hope he's alive.
Yeah.
Okay. I will say you start walking around the office. Ooh, oh wow, we're getting super close to the lore drop. I think we're like 40 dollars.
Yeah.
Great lore drop, people. I have a good one today. Oh my god, so close. Thank you so much, everybody. So you start walking around the office, just looking around, and you do not see any ghosts. And
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I turn back. So far, so good. No ghosts.
You turn solid again?
No. Sorry.
turned
I
around.
turned back to Ulez and Benny.
Sure.
But I'll just keep wandering around, looking around. I don't know. I can do an investigation check.
Sure. Make an investigation roll.
Great. Oh, not great. 7.
Are you ghosted or are you solid?
I'm ghosted currently.
Can we like rifle through things while he's looking through things as a ghost, or would those be two separate checks?
Absolutely. Why don't you both make
Okay.
intellect rolls, like investigation rolls?
I thought rifling through things was what we did with the crate.
That's true. Hopefully, no more rifling today. I don't want to find any more rifles. Okay. 8.
8. And how did you do those?
9.
Okay. While you are rifling through the drawers, you find a file that is labeled Reeves, and you start digging through the file, and there is not a lot in it. But what you see are, it looks like he somehow got a list of previous cases that Audrey Reeves has worked on, and he is kind of going through them, making little marks and kind of crossing out names and drawing little symbols next to it that you do not understand. But he seems to have been digging through previous cases that she has worked on, looking for something. Or Vian, you rolled a 7. You don't really find anything much more interesting than what they found. Lots of files.
Okay.
I mean, I have this document with the name Reeves, and it possesses a lot of information that I cannot personally discern.
Oh, that's great, Ulez. Okay, here's like a list of like names. They're all getting crossed off. What's the most recent non-crossed off name?
Or was it just notes? Were they being crossed off?
They're more like notes. There are some names that
Okay.
are like underlined and like they are crossed off, but there are some names crossed off, but they aren't like going down a page. It's just sort
Okay,
of like,
well, that would have been a freebie.
Did you pick up the paper?
I think Ulez was carrying
Ulez
it.
did, yeah.
Ulez-
Ulez was kind of flashing the
Yeah,
paper around.
I can take the paper.
Well, no, you don't have to. I was just asking.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to read it, Ulez, do you mind if I check that out?
Oh, absolutely. Here you go.
Great, thank you.
Okay, and Vian, when you take the paper,
Mhm.
and you corporealize to touch it, the second your hand touches the paper, something happens to you that has never happened to you before. Suddenly, you kind of fall deep into like what's kind of feels like a little bit like a dream or something like that, and you see the office you are in. But Max McCrae, we'll say a 50-something-year-old man who I'll say, if I gotta cast him, we'll say he's Clancy Brown.
Great.
He's kind of sitting there at the desk and he's working on some papers, and all of a sudden there is like a sound. Say the desk is facing like a wall, and behind the desk there's a window, and there is a sound at the window behind him, and he turns his head, and he kind of walks to the glass and puts his eyes against it, and he's just like, whoa, and he kind of backs up, and then you're back in the room.
Okay. Did you all see that?
What?
No? Were you reading?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, while I was holding this, I went to. I think I'm getting in touch with the ghost of like this item.
Oh.
Well, that's pretty great. Well, here I was thinking that we were just bumping our heads against a dead end. Well, to poor turn of phrase, I suppose. Yeah, you get what I'm saying, Benny. Yeah. Okay. There was an explosion. Mr. McCrae looked out a window and then just got flung back.
No. He just heard a noise at the window and then went.
Oh, he heard. Okay.
Yeah. Just like some kind of rattling or something. Sorry if I was unclear there.
And then he jumped back up by his own volition.
Right, and then he jumped back at whatever he saw out the window.
That's it.
And what I'll say is that right now, if you all look out the window, what you just see is an empty fire escape out there.
Okay.
I'm gonna try this again.
We will observe.
I would like to walk up to the window and just put my hands on like the window sill.
Make a power roll.
Okay.
Your post-cognition is level 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Very cool.
Okay. Ooh. Could you remind me really quickly, Rick, what I'm just adding my power level to this, right?
Yeah, you're just adding your power level to that, unless you have any kind of modifier that you think applies.
I mean, I could throw investigation.
No, not on your power roll. Only
Okay.
when you're
Well,
doing
great.
roll.
3.
3?
It was bad.
Okay, 3. 3. You look, and suddenly when you touch the window, you see him look out, and on the other side of the window, this kind of like monster dragon head like rises in the window and kind of like blows fire at you, and then you wake up again.
Holy smokes, it was a dragon.
Is
Oh,
that an organic species on your world?
in books, maybe. What?
Yeah, it was a dragon. When I put my hand to the window, I saw a dragon pop up.
Like,
Yeah, I'm having a similar reaction to you right now, Benny. Ulez, just so you know, dragons are a popular character on our planet, but it's not like we, outside of like dinosaur bones, we've seen them. So this would be unusual if true.
I see. Fictional, would you say?
Yeah, that's exactly the word. Fictional.
Ah.
I mean, one would hope not, but you know, in terms of scientifically looking at it, that's correct.
So fictional until our suspect. What is the term for the individual that we are looking for?
Subject?
Victim. Subject.
Yeah.
Dragons were fiction until our subject discovered them.
Possibly. I'm trying to. Okay, listen. That was an odd one, to be quite honest. I'm just trying to think. I'm going to see if I can do this one more time with something else. Okay, let's see. He was at the window. Something rattled, and he jumped back. Is there anything around here else that I could use?
did he like grab behind him? Did he like?
Yeah. Did he touch the wall? I'm trying to remember. Did he make contact with anything else?
Well, he was writing at the desk, and then he heard a noise behind him, and he touched the window, and no, that's about all you saw.
Okay, I'm just going to try this one more time with the desk.
Okay, make a power roll.
Great. Please be better this time. I'm not lying to you all, so I rolled another 1, so it's another 3.
No.
And you look out the window. I mean, it's kind of okay. This time, you look into the window. You touch the window, and you enter this like kind of dream state, and you see him again. Look out the window. Only instead of a dragon there now, you see like a giant like King Kong gorilla head, like in the window, like kind of roaring at you, and then you wake up.
Okay, I'm going to have to practice this, is kind of what I'm putting together, because I just saw King Kong. I'm starting to think that I'm just remembering old movies. Because that wasn't even a dragon this time. So, but what I will do is I would like to, the building's brick. Is that right, Rick?
Yeah, it's it's a standard kind of office building.
I would like to ghost. I would like to kind of stick my head out through the wall and just look to see if there's any signs of anything on the windowsill from the outside.
Ooh, I like that. Okay, yeah, you pass through onto the balcony. Sorry, the fire escape, and make an investigation roll.
Okay, this one I feel more confident about. All right. I rolled another 1, but that's going to come out to 7.
Get rid of those dice.
Yeah, you want some of mine?
Yeah, Sam, I'm going to roll by your place later today and snag some more dice.
I mean, they're about to betray me, but like for right now, they're being really nice.
You don't really see anything. It's just a rusty old fire escape.
Okay, well, it is what it is. I float back in. Or I should say I phase back through the wall.
Sure.
I don't see anything outside. But we know that he saw something outside.
I was gonna say, could you see if the fire escape has any memories for you?
Sure,
From the other
yeah.
perspective?
That's a good idea. You know what? Let's just give it one more college try. I'd like to
try it
I'm
on
gonna
the
ghost, walk out through the window, and then I'm gonna corporealize again
Make a
and
power
touch
roll.
the. Okay, here we go. Come on, please.
Number 5. This is it. Come on.
Come on. What did you do? Where are you? Where are you? Okay, this brings it up to a 4.
A 4.
I swear, I'm gonna give me your address after the episode. I'm gonna send you like a gift basket of dice or something.
I'm gonna go get my other ones are there. After I do this move, I'm gonna go get my other set.
And a 4, you don't see anything at all. It just doesn't work. You
Okay.
try and it just nothing happens.
This is something I'm gonna have to work on. Okay, I ghost, walk right back through the window. Nothing. It was a good idea though.
And yeah, so where do you want to go now?
Hold on. Were there any plants in the office?
Yeah, there are actually a couple. There's 2 on either side of the room. You want to look at them?
Yes, please.
Okay, make an investigation roll.
Okay. Oh, see, that's a 6 on the dice, which, you should have had. 7... 8, 9,
I can't tell whether that was generous or a very sick burn.
Both?
Yeah.
I got an 11.
Okay, yeah, you find hidden in one of the plants in his office. He has like a half-drink bottle of bourbon, just stashed in the plant, like that's kind of within arm's distance of his desk.
Going to pick up the plant and pick up the bourbon. Show it to Benny.
And then, oh wait, sorry, what are you gonna do?
Oh, I'm just gonna show it to Benny. Like, this is what I have found.
Nice.
Thank you.
Y'all, I'm sorry. I don't mean to keep bringing this up. I'm gonna try one more time with this bourbon bottle.
Do it. I'm excited. I want to see it work too.
Oh, here you go. Is it for plants?
Maybe you need to go straight
No.
from.
Oh, sorry, Ben. Well, I think bourbon's bad for plants.
No, I mean made from plants.
Oh, is it made from plants?
I don't know what you make. I don't know what you make bourbon out of.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't make it out of meat, and they don't make it out of honey because that one's mead. So we might infer that it probably
plants. I'm sure Chat will tell
It's
us.
not a mineral. Yeah.
I'm gonna look this up while you do your
I
roll.
think it's like corn or something.
Yeah. I know
Okay.
it was like a barley or a grain or something.
Yeah, you make your power roll.
Okay. And with this one,
You-
I'm really
Oh, I got
Focusing.
one this time, so
I'm focusing too. Roll good.
thank you. All right, here we go. Used to be a party boy. This one, speak to me. Okay, 5.
Okay.
Working my way up.
What?
Working my way
Do
up.
you like big dice, little dice? Do you like the ones with numbers or the dot?
I'll give you some
At-
copy dice.
Dude,
Want
at
some
this moment, I'll take anything.
yeah, you get a quick vision, like a flash.
Okay.
this time. And the flash is, you see him. He kind of, when he backs up from the window, he hits the desk and he turns. He just runs out of the office, and then the window slides slowly open, and then you wake up.
Okay, I got one more bit of information to float your way.
Okay.
Someone opened the window
Oh,
after
wow,
he
we
ran
get
out.
the drop. Thank you, everybody, so much. Oh my god, yes! Oh my God, I like this one. Okay. Thank you. We are super grateful, everyone, for the support you have given us all season. Yeah, wow. Super excited now. Okay, yeah, you were saying.
Something opened the window. Rick, from looking at the window, is it easy to open the window from the outside?
If it's unlocked, it would be.
Oh, okay.
Is it currently unlocked or is it locked now?
Good question.
Currently unlocked.
Okay. Was it unlocked before? Oh no, Vian phase 3. Never mind. I was gonna ask you.
I didn't. Yep. Okay, so someone came into this office and he ran. But nothing else seems to be touched.
I mean, we don't know what it looked like beforehand, I guess. Or you do.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Wait, I'm sorry. What was the good point?
Is I did see what the
What the-
office looked like
Oh,
as
like,
Mr. McKay was running out.
Oh,
the
that's
difference.
Has
super
it
cool.
has anything changed?
Make it an investigation roll.
Cool.
we go.
Cool.
Here we
Oh,
go.
moment.
Here we
I
go.
love that.
Have
That's
community
great.
We've
determination.
supercharged your dice now.
10.
Please take a point of non-mechanical inspiration.
Yeah.
Caitlin Bruder, you are. Okay. You said you got a 10?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
This one goes out to Benny. That roll was
You kind of close your eyes and do that like Sean Spencer on Psych thing where, you mentally hold like two images in your head at once and like can compare them as they like twist and turn in front of you, and you see that the paper that is on top of that stack of papers on the desk has a whole bunch more crossouts on it than the one that is there right now. And you get the feeling that whichever paper was on the top has been taken.
Oh.
okay. That paper at the top is a fake.
Or it was just the second page. Something.
Oh yeah,
The paper on top was just taken.
Benny. I'm just gonna throw these all in your court, and I want you to put it through the net because
No,
I'm here for
no.
the assists. You're right. That makes a lot more sense than swapped out fake paper.
Well, was the paper? Well, I guess. I mean, it could totally be fake. I don't know. Or was
Well, definitely different paper.
different paper? Yeah.
Different
Something
paper.
that was here isn't here anymore. We can say that for sure.
Yes, which means that someone took it.
And right there, we're going to flip back. Circle where Kadrax is on the other side of that door, having knocked out those three henchmen.
Yes. Before I deal with whoever it is on the other side of the door, I want to do my due diligence, walk back up to the room halfway up the hallway, and see whether maybe the controls to the closed circuit TV are in there so that I can disable them. Now, if I were in charge, I would put it on the other side of the door, but I don't know, and so I'll be thorough and look in the whole room first.
Make an investigation roll.
Of course. 5 plus intelligence is 4, 10. That's fine.
Okay, yeah, you know what? I'll say you head back there and you find that there's like a little closet, and that closet has like a little computer in it, and it looks like all of the video feeds just head into the back of that computer.
Oh, good. I'll take care of those then.
All right, I'm not even going to make you roll for it because you've knocked out those three henchmen. You have as much time as you need, and you are able to completely erase what's on the computer and shut down the cameras from further recording.
I look at the card game. It doesn't appear to be Go Fish. And that's the only one I know.
Yeah, it's
So it no longer interests me. And I will proceed back to the door, assuming that I don't see anything that might help me other than getting into the vault.
No, otherwise it's just the
I don't think
cards
so.
and their drinks and stuff.
Exactly. Yes. Oh, that one was also drinking the beer. All right. I'll proceed back to the door.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you head right back, and it is still closed.
Oh.
Those three guys are still unconscious on the floor too.
Poor things. Please let me in now. I don't want you to get hurt.
Who are you?
I've told you, I'm Kay.
You Cluster?
No, I'm not.
That's what someone from the cluster would say.
Is it? I wouldn't know. I don't know them. Oh, no! I do know them. I saw them get run over by the truck the other day.
Truck?
Yes. He was in terrible state. I hope he got medical care. But no, so I suppose apart from that, I wouldn't know very much about Cluster at all. Let alone how to imitate them.
Yeah, well, honestly, I don't care who the hell you are. I ain't coming out from behind this door. And if Mickey Bomberg finds out about this, when Mickey Bomberg finds out about this, I
Then
sure
he'll be
hope
very
that
upset with you for letting all of this happen.
Make a willpower roll.
8.
Yeah, he might be upset with me. He's gonna kill everybody you ever met. He's gonna kill everybody you ever would have met.
And when he turns that around on the people you know and you love, I assure you, this is not the circumstance where I'm the one who ends up hurt. I would rather you get out of this unscathed.
Make a willpower roll.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just roll it. 7.
And you hear from the other side of the door, you could just walk away right now.
Yes. But I don't want the person who sent me here to win.
Who sent you here?
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce it from this side of the door.
All right, make a willpower roll.
Yep. Yeah, it's about time. I'll put in a determination for all work, no play here.
Oh,
I'm in
okay.
business. It's time, honestly. And I'm really trying to play by the rules of the game. That's why I'm using all these words. All right, so 2 on the dice plus 2 is 4 plus 3 is that's just a 7, but at least it cushions the roll.
7?
Yeah.
And you hear a lock start to turn on the other side of the door. And the door kind of creaks open. And quickly, a gun comes through the crack of the door and is pointed right at you.
Okay. Hi. Okay. What's your name?
My name is, and before he can finish, from behind him, Curtis Haber's hands close on him and snap his neck right in front of you and drop him to the floor. I wanted you to fight your way down the hallway, not talk your way down the hallway.
And who did you step over to get here?
Well, I just walked through the back wall. I could have done it any time I want, but this was a test of you. You
Yes,
didn't
and
do
you
too
failed.
bad. No.
I'm going to move on into the cash room.
Okay. And he kind of lets you pass.
Mhm.
We're going to have to work on your killer instinct. This guy could have blown it all for you. You should have taken him out. The second you turn off those cameras, you should have blasted through this door.
You
and
told me
should-
not to use my powers. Pick one.
I told you not to get caught using your powers.
No, I don't think you did. I'd like to, now that I'm in the room, do I see cash? Do I see the thing that
Yeah, there are piles of cash
Oh.
everywhere. And in fact,
are
I'll
they
say,
piles? Not bags.
yeah, I'll say
Mm.
he kind of grabs a bag, like a large
Alright.
bag, and he's starting to like push it into the bag,
Perfect. Okay, then I'll let him keep going with that for a bit. While he's doing that, then he busted through a wall in the back.
No, he just phased through it.
Oh, he phased through it. Of course, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'd like to attempt a complex task.
What are you gonna do?
I'm now on the side of the building that abuts the currency sign store. The shop of pawns.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yes.
The currency sign store.
Yes, it's how you know that there are valuables in there. Abigail taught me about this, Rick. And so I would like to break things in there and set off their silent alarm.
Oh, wow. Okay. Make a
Because
power.
that's what happens at a currency sign store. Like they
Yeah.
have alarms. I had to learn what doesn't have alarms. This is
Wow, that's great. Okay. Huh.
why you should reconnoiter. He should anyway. So that's 4 plus what is it? 7? Yeah. 11.
Okay, yeah, that is a major success. So you
So can I
assume,
say I got that off fairly subtly?
yes.
Oh, I should just roll my die. Yeah, we're fine. Cool.
Yeah, you kind of rattle the walls, and he feels it a tiny bit, and instantaneously an alarm sounds on the other side of the wall. And
Oh, it sounded okay. That's fine.
I'm sorry, wait, is that what you were trying to do?
I don't know. We're not. It might have been a silent alarm. It might not have been.
Oh,
One doesn't
silent-
really know with the currency sign stores. I just took my chances.
Yeah, burglar
Yep, good to know.
alarm sounds, and he's like, "Oh, God damn it! All right, let's move. Come on,
All right,
up the
I've got that. I'll
Any-
help him carry the cash.
Great. You move together out the front door, and he kind of moves very swiftly, and the car.
May I do one more thing while we're moving?
Yeah,
I'd like to attempt one more complex task.
sure. What is it?
Sonolysis. The use of ultrasound to instigate chemical breakdowns. I want to break down the ink on the money.
Okay, you can try that.
Crime doesn't pay.
Comic books, it doesn't. Yeah.
Let's see if we're in comic books. Come on, baby. One more. Okay, that's a 3 on the dice plus 7. 10.
You blast the bags, but I'm not going to tell you what happens because you can't see what happens inside of them.
That's very fair. And the die doesn't. It rolls a 3. We're fine.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm going to count on you to let me know when that goes off. Just
Yep. I will.
And yeah, you get outside, and that van is there, and the
Perfect.
back, he just opens it up. You throw all the bags in. He closes the door. He runs around to the driver's side. He gets in. He closes the door, and then he reaches out the window,
Mhm.
and he hands you a cell phone, and he says, "This is a burner. When I call you, you answer. I don't care if you're in surgery. You got it?
Understood.
Perfect." And then he just guns it, and the car zooms off down the street.
May I do one last thing as he rides away?
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck up his engine.
Okay. What do you want to do to it?
Well, I've initiated the cops. He needs to stop.
So you just
Then
want
the
to
cops will find him,
fuck up the car so that, mess up the car so that the engine.
so that it'll break down. He doesn't have an easy means of getting away. The cops pick up the cash, but the cash isn't actually useful given that the cops are potentially corrupt. The Mickey Bomber doesn't win, Curtis doesn't win, corrupt cops don't win, and Cluster don't win.
Make a complex task roll.
Cool. Come on.
Wow.
Woo! Thank you. 5 plus 7, 12.
12. Okay. You hit the car with like kind of a sonic, boom, and the engine just kind of seizes, and the car just sort of skids and crashes into a lamppost.
Oh, all right, cool.
And what do you do?
I follow his instructions and get away.
You run away? Okay.
Of course.
Um,
Just like
As
he
you
told me.
as you are running away, it is turning dark again. And the three of you are leaving Max McCrae's office.
Yeah. I mean, unless if it's not going to futz up anything, I'd like to try one more thing.
Oh,
Sure.
my word. You're my favorite.
Do we still have that point of determination?
No.
Because
You have
okay.
spent it. Didn't you
Um,
spend it before? Did you not spend it before?
I have not spent it. I was wondering if Sam, if you spend a
No,
personal.
I
point of
used my
determination.
own. I got one earlier today.
I
Okay,
think
yeah, no, then you
this
do.
is the time. Okay. As we're heading out, I would just like, as we're passing through the door frame, I'm like, you know what? I'm sorry, 1 second. I'm sorry. I got to try it one more time. And I know I might be setting myself up for failure, but this door was pivotal in watching Max run out and seeing who came in. And that's something I would just like to know. All right, here we go. Burning that point of determination. I know I'm not lying. I don't lie. I rolled a 6.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a total of 9. And that was that's the best I can do. No, sorry. For the point of determination. It's 6 plus 2 plus 2.
Okay.
10. Yeah.
So what you see is Max McCrae like pushes out of his office door, and he's like running across like that little lobby where you met, his secretary. And from behind him, like this kind of like rope, like kind of like catches him by like I'll say like by the feet, and just like he falls forward, and it like starts getting pulled and dragged back across the carpeting, or across the floor, and then you snap back to it. And you're back in Max McCrae's office.
I relay these facts as quickly as I can to my team.
Sure. And he is relaying those facts to you, and you are standing in the door of Max McCrae's office. And while he is talking, you see Benny kind of shadow and a glare moves across the window outside, and suddenly something comes hurling right at it and swings right through the window and lands in front of you. There is this person wearing full body armor and a red cape with a hood and a red bandana tied around them, and these two glasses, these giant goggles like blocking their eyes, and they have like a chain in one hand and a phaser in another. And they look around at the three of you, and they're and they sort of stand up, and they all right, who wants to talk first? And we'll pick up right there next week.
Yes.
Pick me.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, that was fantastic. Oh my god, there's so many amazing little powers.
I can't believe it.
That's amazing.
I'm
We're
so
just
proud
proud
of your
of you.
dice. We're still gonna get you different ones because they really need it a lot. Like it's like the thing where you can't do a deadline, like you can't do your work until you're right on top of the deadline, and the anxiety is just absolutely murdering you. That was your dice tonight. But they came through.
Your dice have executive dysfunction. Is
I'm-
what we're saying.
Dice function.
Executive dice function.
Stick around, folks. We will do the lore drop right after we do the announcements. Okay, so I think, have the winners been announced yet? Are both the winners' names out yet already? Year Hero 1973 won the first half, and the second half was, who was the second half?
It's like M something or other. They have bunnies.
Oh,
Okay.
congratulations.
MG Getty G. Okay. But it has been announced. So congratulations. Enjoy Black Hammer Justice League. It is really awesome. It's a great little way to start in the Black Hammer world, which is about to get very cool with this new line that they're doing. And I am very happy to be able to say that we will be doing another Dark Horse giveaway next week with a little bit different stuff. So thank you so much to our friends at Dark Horse, and congratulations to the winners. And thank you so much, everybody, for unlocking everything and for sticking with us. And real quick, let's go around the table, tell the good people where they could find you, starting with Sam Delev.
I am Sam DeLev. You can find me not robbing a bank or any mafiosi throughout the Twitchernet where I never do crimes. You can find my non-Twitter crimes at Tchaikovsky, ChaiKovsky. You can also see all of the RPGs and video game streaming that I do, where, again, we are innocent. They've never caught us. And my schedule for that, as comprehensive as it gets, is on my Twitch personal page. That's twitch.tv/Delevely, Delevely.
Don't listen to them. They be gay and do crimes all the time. And Caitlin Bruder.
Hi, I'm Caitlin Bruder. You can find me on Twitter at KKAMABR. Again, not a word. Don't try to say it. Don't worry about it. And you can find me playing a different super-powered character over on twitch.tv/Rule of Lore on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Pacific, where we play Infinite Horizon, our homebrew setting, spacefaring, cipher system, super-powered RPG. It's a good time. That's all I got today.
Omar Najam.
I'm Omar Najam. You can find me on Twitter at Omar Najam. And also, B, are we matching today? I realized it at the very end.
Like the purple cardigan or the gray cardigan. Hold on.
Yeah,
What color is your
that's
shirt,
good.
though? What color is
It's
your shirt?
gray, but I'm going to see if I can color correct my OBS really quickly so
Thank
that
you.
I'm purple.
Okay. Thank you.
And last but certainly not least, Zelda.
Hello. I've been Zelda. You can find me on Twitter as at @B_Zelda. Add an extra underscore to that name if you want to follow me on Instagram. I am a streamer, a professional GM, and a podcaster. Most recently, you can catch me on The Broadswords, which is an all-woman, non-binary D&D actual play podcast, and we are off hiatus, releasing episodes again, so you can catch my absurdly helpful tiefling barbarian. Honestly, just like do things and do it poorly.
And I'm Rick Budd. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at rbud913. And this Wednesday, November 25th, if you want to play Star Wars Lasers and Feelings with me, I am GMing a game for Sword and Scroll. You can go to their website and find out some information about that. I did some Star Wars Lasers and Feelings back on Tempting Fate. We call it Lightsabers and Feelings. It's always great. Some of the people here have sat in those games, and
confirmed, he's excellent.
Yes.
Sam does not lie, and does not kill gangsters. Okay, we revealed the winners. Oh my God, there are only 3 episodes left in season 1. I cannot believe this. We are this close to the end, so please come back next week. Things are about to start heating up. Yeah, I guess that's it. If anybody's got anything else, we're just going to do the theater goes black. And we are in a large, very impressive office. It's got a beautiful wooden desk and bookshelves full of expensive and official-looking tomes and some very secure-looking filing cabinets, but there are no windows in this office. And a woman in a business suit, a very sharp one, sits behind a desk. If I was casting her, I would say she is Meryl Streep, and she is reading some reports that she seems pretty bored by. And at that moment, a man in a shirt and tie kind of pokes his head in the door. If I was casting him, I would say he is Sung Kang from the Fast and the Furious, Han. And he pokes his head in, and he's, excuse me, do you have a minute, sir? And the woman says, sure, what's up, Henry? And he holds up an 8x10 print of a black and white photograph, and he walks into the office and he places it on her desk, and he says, that is a still from a security camera taken at a construction site in Baronsdale. The woman picks up the photo and she looks at it, and it clearly depicts Ulez, Caden, Vian, and Benny. Ulez's dreads glowing bright, Caden's arms pointed up in the air at some falling debris. This picture was taken in the moment you were saving the construction worker, Glenn Harrell. And Henry gives the woman a moment to take it in, and then she says, Henry gives the woman a moment to take it in, and then he says, 2 of these were already on our list of known extra normals. And she says, what about the other 2? And he says, we're starting a file. And she leans back in her chair, very sober expression suddenly. And she says, 4 of them working together out in the open? They have no idea how much danger they're in, do they? And Henry says, should we warn them? And as she leans back in her chair to think it over, we cut to black. Thanks for playing with us. See you next week.